All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something I know is on a lot of people's minds. How in the world do you get a job in AI? And we're going to tackle the single biggest myth out there, the idea that you have to be some kind of coding genius to even get a foot in the door. So let me ask you this. When you hear AI career, does your brain immediately flash to lines and lines of complicated code, maybe in a language like Python or R? If you nodded, you are definitely not alone. For so many talented people, that's the wall that stops them from even trying. Look, if you've ever had that thought, man, AI is fascinating, but I don't know the first thing about programming, I want you to hear this loud and clear. That's a totally normal feeling, but it's based on an old way of thinking. You are not blocked from this field, not even close. Okay, so let's officially put this myth to bed. It's time to separate what's real from what's just, well, hype when it comes to landing a great job in AI today. Let's be super clear about this. The real thing holding most people back isn't that they lack some special technical skill. It's the belief, the myth, that the only way to be valuable in AI is to be the person who actually builds the models from scratch. That's just not how it works anymore. The entire industry has made a massive shift. A few years back, it really was all about a handful of experts who could build these complex neural networks from the ground up. But today, the game has completely changed. The real demand, the huge opportunity, is for people who know how to use powerful AI tools to solve actual business problems in marketing, in finance, in HR, you name it. So what does this new reality look like in terms of actual jobs? We're talking about a whole new world of roles that are opening up right now, specifically for people who are fantastic problem solvers and strategic thinkers, not necessarily coders. And these aren't some imaginary jobs of the future. No way. Companies are hiring for these roles as we speak. Think about it. An AI adoption specialist helps the company's teams actually start using these tools effectively. A prompt engineer becomes an expert in talking to AI to get the best possible results. These are about strategy and communication, not writing lines of code. Which, of course, leads to the most important question. If you don't need to spend the next 2 years learning Python, what should you be learning? Let's break down the skills that employers are actually desperate for. So seriously, forget the idea of building AI models from scratch. Instead, what you really need is to become fluent in the tools that are already out there. You need to master the art of writing effective prompts, and you need to understand the big picture concepts so you can use these tools responsibly. And the toolbox you need to master is incredibly accessible. We're talking about using ChatGPT for amazing analysis and writing, or using AI add-ons right inside of Google Sheets and Excel. It's about automating tasks with tools like Zapier, or creating content with Canva's AI. These are the skills that make you valuable on day one. Now, when I say understand the core concepts, I don't mean you need to be able to explain the complex math behind a large language model, but you absolutely need to know what an AI hallucination is so you don't get tricked by a fake answer. You need to know what model bias means so you can spot it. It's all about becoming a smart, critical user of the tech. Okay, so how do you get these skills efficiently in a way that actually sticks? One of the best routes is a focused, hands-on bootcamp. To give you a real-world example, let's look at the program from Dallas Data Science Academy, because it's designed exactly for this new reality we're talking about. And what's so powerful about an approach like this is who it's for. It's not for computer scientists. It's built from the ground up for people who already have amazing experience in fields like sales, HR, or healthcare. It takes your existing expertise and bolts on this incredible AI toolkit, and here's the kicker, it assumes you have zero programming background. The whole path is laid out for you. It's a clear, structured process, 6 weeks of live classes, one-on-one mentoring to make sure you're on the right track, and it all wraps up with an industry-recognized certificate from IBM. You walk away with a real credential. And the whole philosophy is no fluff. It's not about buzzwords or hype. It's about giving you the real, practical skills that companies are looking to hire right now. Skills that let you walk into a job and immediately start solving problems. And really, this is what it all boils down to. This is the core idea. In today's economy, it's not about being a coder, it's about being useful. And AI is the most powerful tool ever created to help you do just that. So look, the door to a career in AI is wide open. And the key isn't a computer science degree. It's a desire to learn these new tools and use them to make a real impact. The only question left is, are you ready to be useful?